Let's call this regular meeting to order. Call roll.
Mayor Querom.
Here.
Commissioners Swanson.
Here.
Mabry. Fabia.
Here.
Newman.
Here. Please stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to have a moment of silence for those who lost their lives last night in Las Vegas. Thank you. Tonight, to start off, we want to recognize an active, longtime citizen of our city who will soon be leaving us to join family out of state. Lou Brown hardly needs an introduction here tonight, as she has been one of the most involved residents in this town since she and her husband Paul moved here to operate a business several decades ago. Recently, the Bureau County Republican published a great article on the many service clubs, community events, and organizations Lou has selflessly contributed to over the years. You can fill a book, and Princeton has been a better place thanks to Lou's involvement. But few people realize that Lou has also been an anchor on our Board of Fire and Police Commissioners for 23 years. This board has the task of reviewing fire and police candidates as openings occur on those forces. Decisions by this board have a long-lasting effect on the performance of our safety services departments. Clearly, Lou and her fellow board members have made some great decisions during her many years of service. In addition to everything Lou has been involved with, when I was 7 or 8 years old, she gave me and many others through the years bowling lessons at Crown Lanes, the establishment that she and Paul ran. Unfortunately, I was not much of a bowler, but the point is, Lou's involvement in our community was not limited to adult endeavors. She's a community leader for all of us, regardless of age, or in my case, ability. We owe Lou a debt of gratitude. We have benefited greatly from her and Paul's decision to call Princeton home those many years ago. So, it is with great appreciation to Lou that we send her off to a new place where she can reflect on her many achievements and enjoy a more deserved retirement for many years to come. Lou, I'd like you to step up to the flag for you. Flag for you that reads, in appreciation of your many years of dedicated service to the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners, Lou Brown, 1994 to 2017.
I don't want to think of Uh-oh. I better not publish that. Thank you.
And Lou, we will excuse you, so you don't have to sit here if you don't like to. Take care and safe travels. Do we have any public comment? I'll turn this over to approval of minutes to Council Member Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes from our regular council meeting on Monday, September 18th, 2017.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any corrections? Call roll.
Commissioners Swanson.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. Now go to approval of invoices and go to City Clerk P. Nelson.
Okay, tonight we have invoices in the Department of Accounts and Finances totaling $60,287.28. In the Department of Streets and Public Improvements, we have invoices totaling $163,753.86. In the Department of Public Safety, we have invoices totaling $114,183.54. And in the Department of Public Property and Utilities, we have bills totaling $149,970.54. Mayor, all council members have confirmed their reviews of all invoices and now are submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve the invoices as presented.
Second.
Motion has been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Council members Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. And now we'll go to regular business and City Clerk Nelson.
Next on the agenda, we have ordinance number 017-020, an ordinance authorizing a shared fiber and dark fiber licensed lease agreement between the City of Princeton and IVNet LLP. Mayor, this ordinance has been passed on first reading. This is the second and final reading and has been reviewed by all members and is now submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve ordinance O-17-020, which is an agreement with IVNet for dark and shared fiber.
Second.
Motion has been seconded. Any comments? Call roll.
Council members Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is an ordinance authorizing the sale of personal property. This is for surplus and property that's no longer useful for the City of Princeton, and that the city will now put it up for sale, general sale. Mayor, this ordinance has been reviewed by all parties and is submitted for disposition. This is the first reading.
I move that we move and advance ordinance O-17-021 to a second reading.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments?
The funds from this, Rachel, will go into any particular bucket?
It'll go into the department in which it was sold, and then, or which it came from, and then we'll use it there.
Use it for comment. Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is Resolution R-17-031, a resolution authorizing a supplemental engineering services agreement with Willett Hoffman and Associates for the Epperson Road Bridge Replacement Project. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all council members and is submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve this resolution.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Before I turn this over to comments, I'll let Rachel address it.
So this is the Epperson Road Bridge project that the city has been working with the county on for a couple of years now. Per the agreement with the county, the city pays for 100% of the preliminary engineering, and then the county, with their state funds, pays for everything after that. So our only responsibility is the preliminary engineering. Over the course of this project, the plans have changed because what they originally engineered it for was way over the construction budget that was planned. So we kind of have revised the scale, which requires us to revise the preliminary engineering. I did talk to the county about this since we are in charge of the preliminary engineering, but it's going to be helping them out with the construction costs. They have agreed to split the supplemental 50-50. So we'll pay for 50% of it, and then they'll pay for 50% of it. That's the next resolution on the agenda, is the intergovernmental agreement with the county that authorizes that split 50-50. So the revised preliminary engineering is for services not to exceed $40,000, and then it will be split 50-50 with the county, and then that should wrap up our expenses on this project.
Any comments? The motion has been seconded. Go ahead and call roll.
Councilmember Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is Resolution R-17-032. This is a resolution authorizing an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Princeton and the Bureau County Highway Department to share supplemental engineering costs for the Epperson Road Bridge Replacement Project. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all council members and is submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve this resolution.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. I think Rachel covered this pretty much. Any comments, questions? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is Resolution R-17-033, a resolution authorizing the award of contract to low bidder for wastewater treatment plant sludge dewatering system. Mayor, this has been reviewed by all members and is submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve resolution R-17-033.
Second.
Motion has been seconded. Before we go comment, I'll turn this over to Rachel.
So this is the sludge system that will replace the failed cannibal system that the city had for some time. Tim Borsell from our wastewater department is here if you have any specific questions. We did put this out to bid. Part of the funds that are going towards this are from the sale of the transfer station. If you remember, we earmarked those funds for this project, or part of those funds for this project. And we put it out to bid and got the permit from the IEPA, and this is for the low bidder. I know that Tim and his department is satisfied with this and looking forward to getting that in there. So if you have any other questions, Tim is here. He can answer those.
Comments?
Tim, does this system break it down to a solid?
Yeah, it'll be a solid haul. It won't be a liquid haul.
Okay, so it's similar to the cannibal system, but
Nothing similar to the cannibal system at all.
Yeah.
No, this is basically it's like Stewart Spreading that we contract out with. They haul it out in a solid form. That's exactly what we're going to be doing, is hauling it out in a solid form. So.
When do you look to have it up and running?
They're saying 90 to 120 days for a build, so it'll probably be late winter. We're looking, that's going to be the winter project. Once that gets in and around Christmas and then January, February, the city employees are going to do all the installation on that, and so there won't be any outside costs for contractors on that as well. So I would say late winter, early spring, we should be up and going.
Is that going in the same building as the cannibal system, is it?
No, it is not, but it's going in an existing building, so there won't be any new infrastructure or buildings that are being built. The existing cannibal building is being gutted and will be a workshop for the guys to work on equipment.
Any further questions, comments? And motion has been seconded. Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson,
Aye.
Fabia,
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Thank you, Pete. Now we'll go to the city manager report.
I just have our monthly financial report for tonight. So our hotel tax report is in, and we were down just over $200 for the month of August. I also have the sales tax report, and for the month of September, our sales tax this year compared to last year was down about $10,000. And then when you look at the monthly financial snapshot, I'll just point out a few things on this. So we're at about 36% of revenue received for all of our funds within our budget, and expenditures are at 31%. So those are right where they should be, and then you have specifics for each department in there. As far as building permits goes, we have 61 permits through September with a value of $1.5 million, and that's compared to a year ago where we had 69 permits at a value of $3.2 million. That's all I have on that. If there's any questions. The other thing I will note is that we have got word back from the state on our 106.4F report for the Euclid Avenue project, and they have some additional comments that they want us to look into. So we have a conference call, and we'll be going through those tomorrow to hopefully get our revised submittal of that report to them next week. And they have said once we get that back to them, then it will hopefully be approved. So I'll have more on that.
So we're still looking hopefully for next year.
Hopefully, but if it gets held up any longer, we'll miss that letting. So we're still pushing for that timeline.
And you sound comfortable that after this conference call, we should be okay?
I hope so.
I just have one comment about the snapshot report. I was pleased to see the outstanding principal debt balance dip below 30 million. I know that 2.5 years ago, when many of us sat on this council for the first time, it was $37 million. So I'm pleased to see that we reduced the debt by $7 million over the past 2.5 years.
It is coming down. Any other comments? Okay, I have only one item. I'm going to turn this over to Councilmember Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to make a motion that we appoint to the Lovejoy Homestead Board of Trustees Sam Shira for a non-expiring term.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Any old business? Any new business?
Mayor, I just have one item. Goldie, I would like to express my condolences to you and the BCR for your loss of a colleague, wonderful friend. I'm very sorry she'll be.
Any public comment? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting and reconvene at our next.
I hope that we adjourn our regular meeting tonight and then reconvening for our meeting on Monday, October 16th at 7 p.m. at City Hall.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Call roll.
Councilmembers Swanson.
Aye.
Fabia.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Thank you all for attending, and this meeting is adjourned.